Just a little quickie video here. Bought another truck. Can you guess what it is by this engine? I don't like that cheap carburetor. And yeah, it's missing the air cleaner. So that bodes well, along with all the oil leaks. Yep, I bought another Ford 86 F250. But here's the fun part. It was a factory 3 on the tree. See those levers there? That would have been for a manual column shift. Don't ask me what that random wire is or any of those are going back there. I got oil covered yellow wire. I think that oil colored yellow wire is actually going to the radio for constant power. So I'll be deleting on that and doing it right. And this is the ground wire, so you know that's done right. Anyway, F250, you know, she ain't in too bad a shape, all things considered. Little hooey and rust down here, but yeah, not that bad, all things considered. Tailgate works. Came with a whole dump in the bed. Sorry about the mower and man, they just showed up as soon as I tried to start doing this. The rust in the floor isn't actually that bad, but there is some rust in the floor, as you can see there. It's not that bad, it's more like right here. And this screw, notice it's loose. Yeah, this screw right here, they shot that right through the rust. The rust is right here, which is where water likes to collect, right in here if your carpet is shot, you know, right in here. So yeah, she's filthy inside. I have a floor mat though, for what that's worth. Yeah, I just touched that and now I'm covered in red mud. How do you like your red mud? Just your random bullshit back here. Plenty of dip cans, no cigarette butts. It's the first usually when I get a truck full of dip cans or cigarette butts too. Hat hanger, but no gun rack. Speed clip. The old Swanson speed clip, that's it. I almost called it a Samson. I ain't seen one of them in years. It does have an oil pressure gauge which works, but the plastic is coming apart inside, so it's probably getting replaced. The temperature gauge doesn't work. I don't know if that's because it's not hooked up or if it's just completely broken. The tach does work, and the old fella had it set to about $3 grand there, so you know he didn't wring the balls off of it. Or maybe that was just a challenge. These old 300s don't spend too much. There's the air cleaner and a random air filter. I need a new air filter. Well, this plastic's just going to hell and back. You know, I'm just gonna go ahead and delete on that before it hits me in the face going down the road. You know, I can try to find all that, but I don't know if I ever will, so being that it's green. Wrong seat, obviously. It's a blue seat in a green truck, but seafoam green or something? I don't know. That big old Ford back window. Everything you do is for public consumption. Oh, it does have an old school Kenwood tape deck. I don't know if the tape part works, but the AM/FM part does out of the one fucked up speaker in the dash. Manual windows, which are working right now, but sometimes that one goes kind of kittywampus. But what's strange is someone put a 4-speed in it with a granny low, and that's the shifter. But yeah, they changed the floor hump, but it's held in with like sheet metal screws. So I'm going to change those because they stick down about 3 inches, and I know I'll cut the fuck out of myself if I have to work under there. None of the gauges in the cluster there work, only the ones beside the gauge. And it's supposedly only got 116,000 miles, and if that's the original clutch pedal pad, I would believe it. The brake pad's in the glove box that fell off, but yeah, I'd almost believe that. What the devil is all this shit? Oh god, I ain't even looked under here. Oh god. Oh. I don't even know. Was that holding the column in? You'd think I got this truck from old Derek from Vice Grip Garage. Something's weird with the pedal assembly though, because when you press the clutch, when you press the clutch pedal, the brake kind of moves, but well, that assembly looks right up in there, so I don't know. was that? Hanging down there for, I wonder. Random wire jammed in the fuse box. All over the place. 1, 2. Is this one plugged in? I don't know what that is. That's speaker wire. You know what? We're just gonna disco that. I don't know what this is, so let's see. Radio. Yep. Discoed. What are you? Nobody knows. Discoed. Why the truck still starts now? I don't like wiring like that. I really don't, and I'd rather start over and do myself. So if the truck don't start, I know there's something wrong. I know it was fused, but was it on the hot side of the fuse or the fuse side of the fuse? I don't know, because I didn't do it. Okay, she's in neutral. Climb up in here and yeah, I'm just going to say one of those wires was probably important. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that. Come on, turn off. There we go. Holding the damn button over here. Dodge and Chevy got it over here. Well, let's see. That red one went to the wipers, so that probably ain't it. The yellow one went to the solenoid. That might be it. What's all this? Well, I just created work for myself, I guess. Well, that goes to nothing. And that goes to nothing. Weird. Hello, B. There's nothing in here for you. Go away. Go away. Let me see. I just did a dumb. But I don't like this wiring anyway, so meh. Okay, that one definitely goes to the radio, so it's not the red one. And this one, oh, don't tell me it was a fucking speaker wire. I think this one was the tack. Yeah, I think that was the tack. So, yeah, that's the tack. The green goes to a little thin red wire up in there. That's the tack power. That's the radio. So what the fuck? No, the speaker wire was the horn button. Yeah, that's the horn button. That's what that was. And this is definitely the radio. And that's definitely, probably, yeah, it's definitely the tack. You can see it going through right there. Maybe you can't, I don't know. I can't crawl under there and look. So those didn't have anything to do with it. So let me just make sure these fuses are still seated. I don't even remember which ones I pulled. I don't know why. This shit was done the way it was, but it's getting undone. So yeah, those are not the keys I'm looking for. Where are the keys? Got 2 sets in my pockets. But you know the fellow that had this truck liked a good time because he had a bottle opener and a spark plug gap tool on his keys. And every one of the padlocks in these boxes had a different key. So I bet that was a fun time when he got drunk trying to figure out which one of these boxes he locked his stuff in. Okay, well the choke's not wired up, so it's not closing. Let's try closing the choke and see what happens. I know that's not wired up, but I gotta get that to a keyed source. So we'll just close that on up like that and see if she starts. Maybe she wants choke. My Dodge starts without choke, but I don't know. Maybe this carburetor is kind of fucky. It probably is. No. None of those wires mattered that I can tell, and yet... Oh wait, there she goes. Yep, this carburetor is just a kind of a piece of shit. Oh yeah, and we got the hose slicer 3000 over here. That's got to go. I ain't risking that shit. It's already started to cut it. I think she's got a hell of a vacuum leak somewhere, and I bet this has something to do with it, yeah. Yeah, it's pulling air through that plug. Where the, whatever that is, was, the smog system. So I'm just going to unthread that and go to the parts store and see if I can find a brass plug for that in there. Ain't smoky though. He says as he tries to figure out the throttle. Okay, never mind, she's smoky. I'm putting my hand over it to try to get the clear up. On. That's one for old Peg right there. I ain't gonna send it to the moon like he does, but I love how this is half a washer tank and half a overflow tank. But you know what I love more than that? The fucking overflow is broke off the radiator. Yeah. So that's just gonna be a thing. Oh, now she's smoking. That's just oil that I spilled over there, because she leaks a lot of it. I'm going to replace the lifter cover and the valve cover gasket, and past that I ain't doing shit else. So, oh yeah, I wanted to look where that coolant temperature gauge is going. See if it showed up anywhere. I don't see it coming out of the dash. Nope. I spilled a shitload of oil down there. I don't see nothing that could be it. Oh wait, there it is. Yep, I guess it's just broken. Or unhooked, I can't tell. Nope, there it is. Yep, I'm an idiot. There it is. Right there. Into some straight up plumbing. That's kind of cool. At least I don't have to come up with an adapter when I replace it. I like that shit. But it ain't working. Oil pressure is though. Look at that shit. She's about cold, making about 50 pounds. Wake up. Wake up. Nope. Yep. I unhooked my tack. Let me just see about maybe this one. Just for a second. Oh wait, that's the radio. Durgadur. Just for a second. That's probably power, right? Yeah, it's power. And it's not working because I unhooked it. Anyway, yeah, basic shit. The radio does work, but I doubt I'll keep it. This radio's been butched in, or the windshield's been butched in. You can tell it was cut out of something else than just kind of half-ass glued in. It's not pretty by any means, but it don't seem to leak, and it ran like hell last night, so good enough for me. I don't know what all that was about, but that led me down a rabbit hole. So yeah. Oh, and like I was saying, someone put a 4-speed in this thing, but it ain't got the thread-on knob, so I gotta find something for it. The guy that had it had kind of stumpy arms. If this was fixed, I wouldn't have a problem with it, really. But yeah, there's the old tree on the tree. You know, 1, 2, reverse, 3, 4. Or 1, 2, 3, reverse something. You know, like 1, reverse, 2, 3. Yeah, I think that's it. 1, reverse, 2, 3. I think so. I can't remember. I haven't driven one in years, but I'd probably just get in it and go if I did. You know what? If we're gonna give her the onions, I got to. That's probably power, right? Yeah, that's power. Oh yeah, she's happy. The carburetor's kind of a piece of shit, and it's got that rough idle from a vacuum leak from hell. I mean, here. That's the phone sitting on the steering wheel. It's like sitting on a Harley Davidson in here. Well, this is supposed to be like a 10-minute video, but it turned into this, so. Thanks for watching. And there'll be more on this old truck. And don't worry, I ain't got rid of the Dodge. Kill this old angry bitch. You just... There's got to be an easier way to do this shit with one hand. Man. There we go. Yep, like I said though. Cool can. Still got the old Dodge, it ain't going nowhere. This one is just for when I get the bell housing. I need to engine swap that 318 over there. The last thing I'm going to say in this video is, as you probably noticed, the blue Dodge is gone. That's in its place. That is the 318. The transmission's gone. The whole truck is gone. There are pieces of the dash in the Dodge. And I'm going to film a slight update video right after I get done with this one. I'm just going to upload them back to back. So thanks for watching this rambly one. The Dodge probably won't be as long. Or maybe it'll be longer. I don't know. Anyway. Thanks for watching. And like I said, that's a meaty starter cable. No wonder she sings right over. Yep.